Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have a list of top 10 anime where the main character has the power to defeat a god. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you are new, please subscribe to our channel. So without any further delay, let's begin. Number 10. Gunbuster 2. Generations have passed since the war with the space monsters started. It is a lost cause, but humanity still fights against them, relying on the Topless, a group of elite space pilots with special powers that allow them to use the Buster machines, the last hope against the space monsters. Nono, a girl from a remote Martian town, has heard tales all her life of the legendary pilot Nono Riri and wants nothing more than to leave her humble life behind and follow in the footsteps of her idol. Though she has no idea of the dangers that lie ahead, nothing will stop her from achieving her dream. While Nono is down on her luck, she chances upon the lonesome Topless pilot Lal C. Milkmark and decides to stake her entire future on following Lalzi, no matter the cost. Number 9. Campione. Some people suddenly find religion, but for 16-year-old Kusanagi Godo, it's the really old-time religion that's found him. As the result of defeating the God of War in Mortal Kombat, Godo is stuck with the unwanted position of Campione, or Godslayer, whose duty is to fight heretical gods whenever they try to muscle in on the local turf. Not only is this likely to make Godo roadkill on the highway to heaven, it's also a job that comes with a lot of other problems, like how to deal with the fact that his enhanced status is attracting a bevy of overly worshipy female followers. After all, they're just there to aid him in his demigodly duties. But their leader, the demonically manipulative sword mistress, Erica Blendelly, seems to have devilish interest in encouraging some very unorthodox activities. Number 8. Luck and Logic. In the year LC 922, mankind faces an unprecedented crisis following the conclusion of a 100-year war on the mythical world of Tetraheaven. The losing Martians sought the seventh heaven and invaded the human world Septopia. The government is forced to fight by employing logicalists belonging to ALCA, a special police that protect the streets from foreigners of another world. Logicalists are given a special power that allows them to enter a trance with goddesses from the other world. One day, Yoshichika, a civilian who is lacking logic and lives peacefully with his family, meets the beautiful goddess Athena while helping people escape from a Majin attack. She wields the logic that Yoshichika should have lost. This leads Yoshichika to an unexpected destiny with Athena. Number 7. Tales of Cesteria, the X. The celestial records speak of the existence of the Seraphim, a race of divine beings who give blessings to humanity and are offered prayers by them in return. Those who are anointed with the ability to interact with these spirits are known as shepherds, hailed as heroes for their prompt appearances in times of crisis. While also being feared for their power, the shepherds are imprinted in common folklore along with the seraphim. Sorey is a young human who has spent his entire life living in harmony alongside the seraphim in the village of Elysia. Fascinated by the myths of the celestial records, he explores some nearby ruins with Mikleo, his childhood seraphim companion, hoping to enlighten himself about the seraphim's history with mankind. Unfortunately, they become trapped in the depths of the historical site during their investigation. While searching for an exit, they come across a mysterious girl who desperately seeks the help of a shepherd to save the world, which is on the brink of being consumed by darkness. Despite Mikleo's warning about making contact with other humans, Sorey decides to help the stranger. Number 6. Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. Sato, aka Ichiro Suzuki, is a programmer in the middle of a death march. He was supposed to be taking a nap but somehow wakes up in another world. What lies before him is what looks like the menu screen of the game he was working before his nap. He's at a complete beginner stage at level 1. However, he had 3 meteor showers which could level a whole map. Suddenly, a whole group of lizard men appears in front of him in order to survive. Sato uses Meteor Shower, his level jumped to 310 and he became extremely wealthy. Number 5. Mushi Bugyo. In feudal Japan, the people of Edo are under siege by giant insects that ravage the land. Thus, the insect magistrate office is established, gathering strong warriors to defend against the onset of pests. Mushi Bugyo follows Jinbei Tsukishima, a young man striving to be a master swordsman like his father. On his journey there, he meets the lovely Haru, a young woman who helps manage her family's tea house and is forced to put his sword to good use in saving her from a grisly fate. This act of bravery that earned him a spot in the insect magistrate. Number 4. The Silver Guardian. High school student and gamer Suijin Rigo attends the prestigious Shinryo Private Academy, a school for the elite and the children of the wealthy. But rich or wealthy are not words that describe Suijin. In fact, he is dirt poor and must work many part-time jobs to pay for his tuition. During one such job, he dives into a pool to save his pet cat, fully aware that he cannot swim. Luckily, he is saved by Rei Jaku, the beautiful and popular daughter of a game developer, and he falls in love with her. He is also drawn to another girl, a new friend he meets in Dungeon Century, his favorite online RPG. But when the game is scheduled to shut down, he knows his adventures with her will soon end. However, the day after the game is shut down, he finds out that Rei and the online girl are one and the same. Soon after, Rei gives Suijin a new game meant to replace Dungeon Century, a tomb-raiding game called Gravebuster. But when Rei is suddenly kidnapped, Suijin is pulled inside Gravebuster to save her. Number 3. Heroic Age. When the Golden Race invited other races to join them in the stars, 3 sentient races answered their call. The Goldens called them the Bronze, Silver and Heroic tribes. Just before the Gold tribe left to travel to another universe, a 4th race appeared, traveling to the stars on their own accomplishments. The Golds named the human race the Iron Tribe. During the passing of time, humanity suffers at the hands of the more dominant races and is now facing extinction. Following a prophecy left by the Gold tribe, Princess Deianira sets out to search for the powerful being who might be able to save humankind. She meets a wild-haired boy on an abandoned planet, a fateful encounter that will not only change the fortunes of humanity but also the fate of the universe. Number 2. Assassin's Pride. Even though Merida Angel was born in an aristocracy and studies at an academy developing mana users, she has no mana. To fight her talent for mana, Kufa Vampio was sent to be her tutor, but at the same time he was ordered to assassinate her if she has no talent for mana. He makes a cruel decision to assassinate her because he thinks that it is a wasted effort that people who have not any mana are working hard in this world. However, he asks her, "Do you want to try to entrust your life to me?" He is not an assassin nor a tutor. He is someone betting on his pride as an assassin tutor to show the world what Merida is capable of. Number 1. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. There is a popular saying, "You can never be too careful." It is very important to prepare for every situation you may face, even if it seems like an unnecessary waste of time. Also in games like RPGs, it is good to exceed the level of your enemies to achieve total victory. These words describe Seiya Ryujin a little too perfectly. After being summoned by the goddess Restarte to save the world of Gaia Brand from destruction, the hero prepares himself for his noble journey. While this might be normal, he spends a very long time training himself. Despite having overpowered stats, he fights weak enemies using his strongest skills and buys excessive amounts of supplies and potions, all to stay safe. While his attitude may be a bit annoying, it might just be the saving grace of Gaia Brand, especially considering that it is a world where the forces of evil dominate each and every expectation. That's it for today's video. I hope you like it, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, remember to hit the notification button for any more upcoming videos.